Hello, everybody. Benedictatorr here, as I said. I'm very happy to be running this. The Barrel at Sea DLCs are they're kind of a weird change of pace from the other BioShock games. They're a little bit slower, a little it tries to be a little moodier. They're interesting, but they're fun little games. So we'll go ahead and just get started here. There's a fair amount of cutscenes, so I'll have time to do like intro stuff and all that stuff as the run's going. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. The run starts after the loading screen, so it's hard for me to give a super accurate countdown. The loading screen is like 3 to 5 seconds long, so as soon as it's done loading, the timer will start. I'll go ahead and get it going right now. New game. Continue. All right. So like I say, as soon as this loading screen is done, it'll start. And there we go. There we go. I just also want to say, top speed, excellent run. That was very entertaining. Love watching some Kingdom Hearts. That's a series that I gotta go through one of these days. The only one I've ever beaten is Kingdom Hearts 2. So it was fun watching that.
We're closed.
But yeah, excellent run. Very entertaining. I enjoyed watching it. I actually woke up earlier than I had to so that I could watch that run. But yeah, here we go.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Let's go talk to Elizabeth here. So, for anybody who's this is sort of like a follow-up, obviously, to BioShock Infinite. It's kind of a sequel.
Elizabeth.
And it takes some dark turns story-wise. But yeah, so BioShock Infinite takes place in Columbia, a city in the clouds. Most of you are probably familiar with that. But these DLCs actually take us back to Rapture from the original couple of games. So it was like really, really cool to be able to see Rapture again, especially with like all these nice, pretty updated graphics. Although we're playing on like potato settings, so it doesn't look as nice as it could be.
I don't know where you
And in some of the other categories, we actually mess around with some of the settings and make it look even worse, but we don't really need to worry about that for the All Collectibles run here. So yeah, here we go. We'll go ahead and start moving and start collecting things. Like the first 10 or 15 minutes of this run is just running around like talking to NPCs, and then the actual fighting and stuff happens a little later on in the game. One of my favorite things about these DLCs is that we get to meet some of our favorite characters from the original BioShock game. In DLC number 1, Barrel at Sea episode 1 here, we get to meet Sander Cohen again, who's one of my... He's like a fan favorite. Sander Cohen's a very fun, like, crazy psycho NPC, so it's fun to be able to see him. And in Barrel at Sea episode 2, we'll sort of get to meet up with Atlas again. And Atlas is like a fun character from from the original BioShock, but they really, I think he's super cool in the DLC. They did him good. They did him good. There's our first collectible, an audio diary or an audio log called Voxophones in BioShock Infinite. But now that we're back in BioShock, or now that we're back in Rapture, they're audio logs again. Beep. Okay. So here we go. Let's go do the things.
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
Belated GG and good luck on BioShock. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was the Kingdom Hearts run was very fun to watch.
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan.
Yeah, anyway, so I guess real quick, I'll kind of give a shout out to the BioShock community. Lots of cool people in this community, lots of friendly runners, so I like repping the community. Some communities can be more toxic than others, but the BioShock community is generally a pretty welcoming, friendly group.
Mr. DeWitt, you alright?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Right.
Refreshment, sir. Madam?
Foot of my way, sir. Alright. So, we need to try to get into Sander Cohen's little area here, but we can't get in unless we have, like, a secret invitation. So that's, like, the first part of this run is trying to find a special mask so that we can get in.
Business?
Business? Nunya. Nunya business. It's one of my favorite dad jokes.
Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
No mask, no entry.
No mask, no entry.
These imitation masks he spoke of.
Right, here we
Must
go.
have gone out to local artisans.
Well,
And yeah, as far as long titles, you're not joking. This game has an incredibly long title. Kind of funny.
Golden Rule and Rapture Records.
All right, here we go.
as good a place to start as any.
Wait for this door to open. Wait for it to let us open the door, rather. There we go.
Highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
Tell
Just
no
find the
one.
mask. Leave the distractions to me.
What brought you to Rapture?
A man.
right.
Really? Excuse me.
Excuse
Lady
me.
has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
We don't need to. We just need to talk to him. There's like 3 NPCs that potentially have the mask, and it's always the third one that you talk to. No matter which order you do it in, it's always the third one you talk to that has the mask. So we just need to talk to those guys
Got to be back there.
and like move on. Here we go.
Got an issue with my food pack.
Out of my way, Elizabeth. 2076. That is our combo.
Whatever that barber did to you, I hope he's retained a capable attorney.
Printing of the combos there is a little bit slow, it seems like, but we get there. Alright. Now we'll go on up to our second NPC who potentially has a mask. And we'll go talk to him. This goofy looking dude right here.
You see that dish I walked in with?
See that tater tot hot dish I walked in with?
Then I'll make it worth your while.
But of course.
But of
By the way,
course. That guy's funky looking. He cracks me up. Alright.
Isn't it? Original Sander Carrot.
On down here. Bonsai! Alright, on our way to the third NPC, and this guy will have the mask for
All
us.
this
Up in
trouble to
Rapture
leave that
Records
mask
there.
behind.
Dr. Stein.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Right.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. You gotta wait a second and then you can hop over him. If you jump too early, he'll body block you, which is annoying. Alright, we got our mask, and I have a mask of my own. So I went to a convention recently, and they had these cool BioShock masks. I'll show it to you in a second. But I bought one of the bunny masks this guy had crafted, and it's super cool. I was very happy with my loot from that convention. Once we get a little second here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright.
We've located the mask.
So we got our mask, now we're gonna go back to Cohen's area over here.
It's best we head back to Cohen's.
And here it is, bunny mask. I got my own bunny mask. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Look how nice that is.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation.
He's very
in the
happy with that.
performance.
Alright, so we can move faster by hopping backwards in this little section. It's just little speed
So who
movement
is this fellow
boosts.
Cohen?
Slows you down when you're walking
Some
forward, but if you
underworld
just hop
figure?
backwards, you can
Worse.
kind of cheese it out.
Artist.
And after we get through this door, if we hop backwards, there's like a little trigger that locks you in place for a second as
Gets an idea in his head.
Come on,
End
let me go.
conversation.
There we go. Hopefully, oh no, I didn't make it. If you jump backwards fast enough, you can literally skip that little spot where it locks you in place. You save like a few seconds. It's not a big deal, but you know how it be. You know how it be. Every second counts. So here's, like I say, Sander Cohen, one of the best characters in all the BioShock games. He's wonderful. He's just out of his mind crazy. He's like Mad Hatter crazy with the weirdo.
Spirit of the Eternal.
No. See, everybody's got bunny masks on down here. I got my own bunny mask, so I can fit in.
My muse shall not be mocked.
My muse shall not be mocked. Sander Cohen, you just take it easy, my friend.
There shall be no failure on my
There shall be no failure on my canvas. Let's go, big guy. I know, you're having a tough time.
rapture anymore. For the artists.
Look how he greets you. This is the first thing he says to you.
Who are you?
That
James DeWitt.
is a very aggressive introduction. Nice. And there's like a lot of cool little like subtle lines, like subtle pieces of dialogue that sort of like hint to the other games. Like he'll call her Songbird, which Songbird is like the big bad bird from BioShock Infinite. And there's like a few other like nifty little like dialogue Easter egg type things in this game. They did a good job with the scripting.
artists see more than most. You're more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not?
So we got a little bit of time, like couple 2-3 minutes here of dialogue and cutscene stuff. So if you have any donations or anything you want to read, now would be a good time. Otherwise, I'll just we'll watch this together.
There are currently no new donations, but I would like to let chat know of an interesting development that has happened in the SS4C Discord server, which if you're not in, you can type !social to join. Our very own Zopni has changed his username to Zopchovy in reference to the anchovy on pizza debate that was going on for much of the KH2 run earlier. So thank you to Zopni for that one. And also to update people on the Pokemon Sword Shield bid wars, your choices are Squirtle or Bulbasaur. For the Pokemon that is chosen. It's currently tied. They're both on $67, so we're going to need someone to get in there and break that deadlock. It could be you if you get your donation in right now.
Nice. Yeah, I'm going to throw a little bit of cash at one of the incentives once I'm done with this run, and like I say, yeah, look at that, 906. We can definitely beat that $1,000 mark. I'm sure of it.
Cohen's customers do with the children.
Get into the quad digits.
For those types like the capital of people like Ryan and Sucho.
That's a blessing.
So I'm hosting up until the end of your BioShock 2 run a little bit later, and it would make my day if I could be the person hosting when we hit $1,000. I believe I was running when we hit 2,000 this time last year. So it would be quite nice if I could be on the mic when we hit 1,000. So yeah, you've got about another 3 or so hours before we get there. Actually, no, it's more like 4 or 5, I guess.
Yeah, we got a comfortable amount of time to get that. I think we can get that.
I think that's very easily achievable.
Yeah. Become a butterfly. So it gets a little more action packed after this point. Like I say, a lot of that was just cutscene and walking around and talking to NPCs, and we're pretty much done with that whole part of the game. These games are actually pretty light on combat. These DLCs, the speedruns are. The all collectibles, we get a little bit more of it because we're running all over the place, but especially for the any percent. For the any percent of Burial at Sea, episode 1, I don't think we actually kill any enemies. I think you can make it through the whole run without killing anybody. And for Burial at Sea, episode 2, I think you do have to kill an enemy or two in the any percent run for Burial at Sea episode 2. But yeah, it's pretty combat light for these runs, which is definitely a departure from the other BioShock games. So now we're kind of getting Sander Cohen basically kidnapped us, and he's taking us where we asked him to take us, but we're going from the nice, shiny, luxurious city of Rapture, and now we're going to this sunken area. It's basically an underwater prison. And this is where Atlas is holed up, is in this department store here. And so the idea of this DLC is that we're trying to rescue this specific little sister named Sally, I believe. So that's kind of like the whole idea is that Elizabeth is really guilt-ridden about leaving this one little sister to die. So she sacrifices her benevolence, basically. So instead of being able to travel to different planes of reality or whatever, she gives all that up so that she can come back to Rapture here, be normal, like a normal human being, and save this one specific little sister. It's a bold move. A bold move, but that's what she does.
In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
So we do a pretty cool little skip, a little barrier skip in this little area. We can jump over a gate by just doing some pretty simple platforming, to be honest. It's just one couple little hops and we can jump over this gate. Normally we gotta wait for some dialogue, and we gotta wait for a few things. Oh, nice, that was first try even. Oh, there we go. It's not the hardest thing to do, but first try is always nice.
Look up there.
There we go. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, we can jump over that gate. Like I say, normally there'd be like a whole cutscene, and we'd have to wait for like a minute or two and do a little fight, but we can just skip past all that stuff.
51? No. 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before.
And we're playing as Booker DeWitt here. Booker DeWitt,
49 for sure.
in his guilt-ridden state, like in Colombia, he feels really guilty for what he's done in Colombia, and he ends up traveling here to Rapture to like sort of escape.
Eat it up.
And it ultimately doesn't work out great for him. There's one more of you guys. Where are you at? There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we need to make sure that Elizabeth looks in a few spots, so we're going to look here so that she can trigger some dialogue.
Mr. DeWitt.
And after she triggers that dialogue, we got to stare at this guy here and make her trigger some more dialogue. And then we can move on after that.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive.
Let's go, Elizabeth. Oh, look at that. How neat.
Mr. DeWitt, look. An ice rink.
There you go.
Be good at places any to look for our new
He's
friend.
talking about all that. We'll go and gather some loots here. Right now she's done with that. We'll have her unlock this. Boom. Got it. Got it. Alright. So we are going to come here.
Where'd you learn that?
We are going to hit these guys with some fire.
Just let me in, okay?
Jump up here. That way these guys will leave us alone, and we can move past the next area a little quicker. Come here and melee this guy, knock him out, collect a couple things. Got it. Nice. Nice. So hopefully these guys should all be dead, and I can go ahead and have her unlock this right away. No, it appears I'm in combat. So I gotta find wherever... There we go. Nope, still in combat. Alright, alright. They're not being kind to us. Oh, there we go. They're being rude to me. Alright, now I think we're good. Nope, still in combat, apparently. There we go. That'll be a little bit of a time loss, but that's fine. Alright. I'm gonna jump on down here and go collect a piece of gear. Just move. We're just gonna move right past these folks. We don't even care about them. There we go. I got that. Let's get on out of here. Bye. Collect another couple things up here. So we're gonna get some. There's like some upgrades we can get, and we're gonna out of my way, turret. Oh, it's like bugging out. Oh no, this is bad. Get out of my way. Wow, that was first time for that. Never had that happen before. Classic line. All right. That was rude, getting in my way like that. Alright. Now we are going to go back up here. Right over here. You'll see me sometimes when I hit a skyhook, I'll like shake the screen back and forth. The skyhooks like to like aim you in a certain direction. Like they focus they focus the screen on certain areas, and you can wiggle back and forth to like break that lock. We are going to equip this piece of gear. It gives me some extra damage later on. Like if you scope in, which is useful for some fights. So we'll do that. We're gonna get lock pick and some gear here, or a log I mean, and some gear. There we go, there's that. Got that. Cool. Now we can get out of here.
Found ammo.
I'll take some ammo, thank you. Ammo's always nice. Alright, we're just gonna skip past these folks. We don't need to worry about that. Okay. World record incoming. I hope so. We'll see. We had a little bit of time loss with that last fight, so that's going to make it a little more difficult.
Frosties, the jockeys who'll hand you
not a little fight from earlier. They were being rude and not they were keeping aggro, so I had to kill a bunch of extra enemies. So we'll see. We'll see. It's possible. It's possible.
A sympathetic figure.
All right, here we go. Beep, beep, beep. There we go. Let's go over here. We're gonna run through here, get a lockpick. Boom. There's that. Got that. Let's run this way. We are gonna get a whole bunch of things in here. Alright. Gonna get That lockpick, we are gonna go, what is it? 0928. Meow. I'm gonna collect this, that, and there should be an audio log in here. I do believe there it is. We got all those things. We can get out of here. We can get out of here. Bye. Bye. You guys can leave me alone, please. So I took a long way out of here. Took an extra little turn that I didn't need to take. Alright. Run over here. What are we gonna get? A log, infusion. Another thing. So we're gonna actually have to kill these guys. I'll take those guys out a little quicker, hopefully. There we go. We got him. We got him. Open this lock, please.
A little help.
We gotta collect a handful of lockpicks as we're running through here, just because there's a bunch of doors that need to be unlocked. So that's part of our all collect. We don't have to like actually collect every. We don't actually have to collect it as part of the objective of doing the all collectible stuff, but we have to collect a certain amount just so we can literally progress through the game. Let's get it. There we go. All those. A couple more enemies that need to be killed. Take some ammo. Thank you. Stop that, please, lady. Loose while we can. You coming, Elizabeth? Hurry up, lady. Hurry up, lady. Let me out. Alright. Now we're gonna get our shock jockey. Hopefully, these enemies coming up will be nice to us. We can skip a fight if things go just right. There we go. Let's get up here. Here we go. Where's this person? There we go. We got a few enemies that are gonna be coming up here. Where you guys at? Where are you guys at? Maybe they're not coming. Oh, they're. Oh, interesting. Oh no, they came. All right. I thought that was gonna be real cool and not make us do that combat, but indeed, I think we do have to do the combat. There we go. Oh.
Think you can crack this one open?
I can do that.
There we go. All right, we got it. So like I say.
There.
Interesting. In combat, can't. Okay. Sometimes if you kill those guys fast enough, combat breaks and you can open that safe up right away. No luck today.
I found ammo. Why did Ryan lock
I'll take that ammo, thanks. All right.
followers?
Yeah, usually we could have this unlocking animation. If those enemies would have died and broken aggro, we could have unlocked this earlier while we were collecting the shock jockey, but no luck today. That's fine. And instead of running all around, we can do some little platforming and hop up here instead of walking all the way around.
And you find the other guys eating your lunch.
There we go.
Either way.
Okay.
Fontaine's dead.
Done with that. Move right on over here. Let's go. Let's go.
Something tells me all that coal doesn't just come.
So this fight coming up, there's a whole bunch of enemies, and it's actually going to be easier for us to skyhook and just drop down on all the enemies rather than actually shoot them all. Just faster that way. And you'll just take less damage overall. Less enemies shooting you, etc. Ow. Unless you see him like right here in front of you, then maybe it'll be faster, but yeah, typically you're oh no, not what I wanted to do. The auto aiming did me in. I think that's all of them. Oh. Where's this last person? Let's see if I can see him up here. There we go. Hiding. Being sneaky boy. In combat, still one more, I guess. Where's this last person hiding from me? I cannot find you, sir. I hear you. What? Alright, this is an unfortunate time loss. I literally can't find this person. Are you hiding down here? Where are you, guy? He is hiding down here. What a sneaky guy. Rude. Rude, I tell you. Come on, let me jump up it. That was a little rough and unfortunate, but that's the way it is.
Something challenging.
Something challenging.
It's done.
Shoot. Alright, so while she's doing all this, we're gonna go collect some loots.
Son of a bitch drank every last bottle.
We're gonna go collect some loots.
I think I can help.
What was that?
It's a new plasmid. Lets me bring in things that might exist, but
We got all the loots. We got all the loots. Let's get on back here.
What's it called?
Tear.
Here.
Where'd you find that?
So this is a
Share all her secrets.
vigor / plasmid that's essential for us to get past the game. We gotta freeze some streams of water to move on past certain areas, so how that goes. So there's a couple collectibles in this room that we're gonna want to get, but we can't do it. This door takes like a while to open, so we can come up and open this door, and while that door is in the process of opening, we can come here and get on through here.
An account is in arrears.
An account is in
Clients simply want to
arrears.
see matters set to right.
There we go.
If you don't like the arrangement,
We'll have 2 speedrunners going at the same time for separate games. That's funny. I like that idea. Alright, so we're all done up here. We just need to basically hop down here. There we go. We're going to zap this and go on down. There's a little piece of gear underneath this elevator once we get out. We'll just crouch and get out of here. Got it. Alright. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Meant to do this. Alright. So we got that. Now we are going to go back. Sorry, this way. I'm going the wrong way. We are going to go this way. Nope. Nope. I was going the right way the first time. Alright. I got to get my ice out. We're going to get that plasmid out.
on it.
Freeze. There we go. What are we getting? Shotgun. An audio log. And an upgrade. Got him. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Oh, take some health. Thank you.
That'll do.
That'll do. Yeah. Here, you guys can attack that decoy instead of me, please. Y'all line up real nice for one good shotgun shot. Very generous. Use that water there. Now we can move on past this area. Grab a couple things on our way out here.
Job.
You owe me no explanation.
She's just.
We'll get a lockpick right over here.
City was loud.
And
I don't know. You have a reason for every stupid thing you've ever done?
Out of my way, Elizabeth.
You started showing up, looking peaked.
Here we go.
Me to feed the brat.
Yeah, it's a great idea. It is a great idea. So there's a funny thing. We're not running the base game of BioShock Infinite, but there's this theory that we want to try out someday. So BioShock Infinite has a lot of cutscenes. It just does. In fact, it has so many cutscenes that if you were running BioShock Infinite, like you could run the original BioShock during all the cutscenes, and you could finish the entire original BioShock speedrun. Like, if you were just playing during the BioShock Infinite cutscenes, if that makes sense. That's, like, a thing we want to do someday. It's kind of like a meme run, but... That's like running 2 games at the same time.
You asked me how I lost Sally. I gamble.
You know, I think TP Speed, who was doing the KH2 run before this, was talking about something like that.
Yeah,
we were talking about... Sorry, go on.
Yeah.
Oh, as I say, I remember him mentioning something about that, yeah.
The $1 million question.
We were talking about running other games during the cutscenes of your main game, and I think you mentioned it.
He was talking about a long 10-minute cutscene that he had where he would do that, yeah. Yep, same idea, basically.
Cohen was on the level when he said this is where we'd find Sally.
Alright.
I can only imagine what they would do with a child in a place like this.
Cohen's halfway to...
So, now the idea is that we're going to try to get this little sister out of this vent. And we're going to end up locking all these vents and, like, starting a fire and basically burning her out of this place. Hopefully she'll be quick. Oh, she's being super slow. She can jump out of that thing fast or slow, just depending on... I think it's RNG. As far as I'm aware, there's no way to actually control how fast she decides to get out of that little bathysphere. But yeah, she was being slow for me today.
This is a schematic for the venting system. It shows there are more vents like this one.
We'll collect some loot while she's doing this.
Bistro, returns, the book department.
Everybody likes loots.
The appliance chauffeur.
So?
If she's in there are only 6 vents she can come out of. And now these
Or lock.
vents are connected
Pick
to the
that
central
lock.
heating
Go do some more loots.
Close them off.
Some more looting.
She'll be forced out through the central exhaust. The only exit.
Okay, we got all our loots. We got all our loots. Okay.
No, we just make it hot enough to
We
flush
can do
her
this,
out.
Look,
either we find her,
we
or
can
one
do
of
this,
those sponsors will.
fight pretty quick by just launching
All right.
one of these devil kisses
Where are
that
the other vents?
incinerate, basically.
All done.
Charge it up, throw it over there, go collect some loot. Out of my way, thing. Bam. Woo, that did all the damage to me.
We need to close these vents.
Alright.
2 down. Where's
So, for a lot of the rest of these vents, we can actually do them without triggering the combat if we're quick enough. So let's see how that goes. Hopefully we can be super speedy about it. Got it. Nice. Alright. 39.58. That's my combo that I need to hit. 39.58. Oh. Grab that. I'll trigger that. That can help me out. Alright. Alright, I was able to do that without them messing with me too much. There we go. You can now get out of here. Oh, I will take that health. Thank you. That was very low. Alright, alright. That worked out just fine. I can get out of this little area. Bye, guys. Alright. Out of my way, people. Out of my way, people. Alright, another, couple enemies that we're just gonna kill that way. But they leave us alone. Alright, and here's another vent that if we're, the next one coming up, if we're nice and sneaky, we can hit the vent without, before we trigger combat. So normally, like, you can't close these unless, like, if you have aggro on an enemy, you can't close these vents. It won't let you. Got it. But if you get there quick enough, you can shut it like this before the fight starts, and then we just don't have to worry about it. Super, super sneaky. Super sneaky. Alright. Now we're on our way to the last vent. And hopefully Elizabeth decides to be fast. She can kind of futz around sometimes. Sometimes she gets stuck and you have to help her open the door. Come on, Elizabeth. Let's go. Let's go, lady. Are you coming? Okay. You know she's gonna make me open the door again.
She's not coming.
We'll go get some ammo here. We're gonna want some ammo for this, this boss fight coming up. Alright, there we go.
It's been sealed. It's the only way.
It's the only way. Now, normally, after everything was said and done, we'd want to go through that door and we'd do a whole fight, and it's like a whole thing. But we figured out a little out-of-bounds skip that we can do to avoid all that. We come this way. They hide all those folks. Oh. I guess I didn't get that. We're gonna go ahead and just hit this barrel.
Elizabeth?
What exactly were they trying to keep out?
And yeah, after we collect a couple things in this room, we're just gonna hop over this little barrier and like skip to an entire different part of the map, and we skip a whole fight, we skip a whole area. It's pretty cool trick. Pretty nifty little trick. So here we go. We jump up here, jump up on top of this. Alright, and we should be able to move. Oh, be nice to me. Oh, maybe I'll have to set that up again. Oh, it's being rude to me. There we go, there we go. Now we're moving into this refrigerator. We're gonna sort of phase into it, and then we should be able to jump up over it. There we go. Let's move, come on, through there. There we go. And so we skip a whole section of the level, like I say, and sort of move on to the last area of this DLC. Normally, this whole fight that we gotta do, we gotta close that vent and do a whole bunch of things, but we're gonna backtrack a little bit just so we can collect another audio diary and a piece of gear. So right to our left is the room where we were supposed to come from. There's a whole fight sequence and a whole like thing we have to do, but because of our trickery, we can just skip right past it. Bye. We're gonna go fight the Big Daddy. Let's make sure we don't have the radar range equipped. We're gonna get the shotgun. And I'm gonna get carbine. I suppose the carbine's fine. I can dig it. I can dig it. Alright, we're gonna bring Elizabeth this way. Let her step up onto this platform to check the last vent. And we are gonna make our way over here.
No sign of her. Looks like we'll need to turn up the thermostat if we're gonna flush her out. It's over that way.
We're gonna burn this little... So that's the last vent that's open. All the other vents in this area are closed. And we're gonna turn up the heat and force this little sister to crawl out of this area.
Bring her to us. If you won't do it, I will.
What you want to do, you want to kind of stand here so this door is open. That way when you hit this, hopefully the door will still be open and we don't have to wait for it. Nice. We got it.
Sally, come
We
on.
got it. Alright.
It isn't working. It isn't working. Turn it off.
So we're going to be fighting a Big Daddy. He's like the boss of this DLC.
We are hurting her.
We're going to freeze him and we're going to shoot him. That's the whole plan.
Sally! Sally? Sally, it's Booker. It's me.
Me.
Sally, come on. I'm gonna get you out of here. Sally! Come out here right now!
No, 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 no.
No.
Mr. Bubbles. There he is. Dodge. Boop. We're going to summon this little samurai guy to kind of help us out. Oops, not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do. I meant to come over here and summon you. Alright, there we go. Now we're going to freeze him, shoot him to death. That's not what I wanted to happen.
Here you go.
I'll take that, thank you. Now we just need to go hit this vent and we'll be good. There we go. So that is Burial at Sea episode 1. And we can go ahead and just go up to the main menu and start up Burial at Sea episode 2. DLC. Oh, not load chapter. New game. Yes. Yes. I do not need to see a recap of BioShock 1. Sneaky, sneaky. It's him, Mario. Is that who it is? All right.
Do you have time for a donation?
Yes, we do. Yep, we got probably a few minutes here of kind of nothing.
Okay, well, we have $1 from Shaw, aka Anchovies00, who says, instructions unclear, climbed into my fridge, got stuck under ceiling.
But you're about to be.
And with that,
tricky.
We have not broken the deadlock on the Pokemon Sword Shield Pokemon bid war just yet. Still both at $67. So, if you feel passionately about Squirtle or Bulbasaur, make sure to get your donations in towards that bid war. And we are also 27 of the $150 required for the Metroid Prime Hunters First Hunt Showcase run. I know Shasta will want to do that, so make sure to get your donations in for that to make a brother very happy.
Oh no, no, I couldn't.
For sure, yeah. Let's get some of those donos rolling in. Okay, so this is Burial at Sea episode 2, and as you see, the last episode ended with us fighting a Big Daddy in a rundown area of Rapture. But now we're in Paris. Elizabeth is in Paris for some reason. And we'll find out. As you can see, like with the dialogue and with everything you see here, it's almost like surreal, like it's too good to be true. We'll find out, in fact, that she is actually just kind of hallucinating this, that none of this is real. We move sideways here because they slow down your movement when you're moving forward in this area. But if you strafe, you can move a little faster. So we just strafe around. It would be going faster if I wasn't bumping into stuff. I need to get a little tighter on my routing here, apparently. I'm just bumping into all sorts of stuff, which is slowing me down. That's fine.
I'm sorry,
Just tiny little bit of time loss. Not a big deal. Bonjour, Elizabeth. So we're going to do a weird little skip, like a little, like out of bounds kind of thing. We can just move into these bicycles and we'll get like hefted up on top of them. We're not really supposed to, but for some reason it's just like some weird collision issues lets us move right up on top of these bikes. We can move right on down here. And we skip a little bit of a cutscene by doing that. It's a little bit of a time save, as long as you get up over those bikes fast enough. Again, we keep strafing until we talk to this little girl. After we talk to her, we're done with the strafing part.
Sally? Sally!
Sally! Send help. Okay. And you can see, like, some of these little pictures here are, like, pictures of Columbia. Everything here is just really dreary. There's Booker. There's just some cool, like, spooky stuff. This is the same area we were just walking through just a second ago, but as you can see, it's all
Sally, stop!
like run down and rugged looking. You see a creepy little picture of a lobotomy up there. That's spoopy. When these cars move by, it slows down your movement, but again, as long as we just spray through it, we don't lose that movement speed, or at least we can move a little bit faster. I like the little wind chimes, the wrench wind chimes. Kind of a neat thing. Alright, some more spoopiness here. This part's like actually kind of creepy. Oh, hi, terrifying little girl who's just standing there, all creepy like.
I didn't do anything.
Bonk, bonk,
No,
bonk.
it wasn't my fault. Leave me alone.
All right, and now we got another like probably couple 2-3 minutes of cutscenes. So if you have any other announcements, now's a decent time. Although it's only been like a minute or two since our last one, so otherwise if there's nothing else, we can just watch these cutscenes.
I can remind everyone that we are raising money in support of LEAD, and LEAD is a substance use prevention organization that believes young people are capable of making good decisions. The core reason LEAD exists is to significantly reduce drinking, drug use, and other risky behavior by youth, while working simultaneously to eliminate the root causes of these issues in the future. To learn more, you can go to linkingefforts.com, and if you want to donate, you can type !donate in chat and follow the link provided.
Very nice. Very good cause. Definitely a good cause to support. So as I said, episode 1, Bear Let's See episode 1, we kind of dealt with Sander Cohen a lot. And we're pretty much done with him at this point, and now we get to deal with Atlas. And Atlas was like a cool character in BioShock 1, but I feel like they really flesh him out and bring him to life in this DLC. They make him into like a really awesome bad guy.
I can get you back to right.
And this part's cool because we just saw Booker do its body being dragged away, but he's also sitting there playing guitar, so like there's this weird hallucination thing where we're talking to Booker, but Booker's not really there. He's just a voice in your head. Oh, and instead of playing as Booker, we're now playing as Elizabeth, so it's kind of like a weird change of perspective. It's like a cool thing that they did.
And how do you know that, slant-eyed wonder?
Also some weird,
I'm his
kind of racist, weird things.
Escaped your notice. Andrew Ryan sunk us.
It's kind of some messed up dialogue, but
how does Suchong propose to get us back? That's between me.
That's between me
and the slant.
And the slant.
Some kind of weird dialogue there. A little taboo.
Sisters are worth their weight in gold. She's not up for negotiation.
Last time I checked, back in the city they were making little sisters by the dozen.
That's a right fairy tale you've dreamed up, sister.
That's a right fairy tale you've dreamed up.
Just as well kill you tomorrow. Down here, we got nothing but time. In case I need.
So there's this next little sequence coming up after this cutscene. It's nothing special. We just gotta like walk around this room until we get to the door to the next area. But we can actually skip. Like you walk super slow too, but we can skip a lot of that by like hopping on top of. I think we call it the mushroom skip. You just hop on top of like some plaster mushrooms and hop over a barrier.
Come on, it's time to get
Kind of annoying. Like it's not a terribly hard trick, but it can be a little annoying just because the collision with the platforms that you're jumping on can just be a little goofy. But hopefully it's nice to us. We shall see.
I didn't orphan that girl. I didn't kidnap her.
I didn't kidnap her. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna jump on top of some mushrooms.
I felt everything. At every version of me.
Be nice to me. Here we go.
All of that knowledge. I lost
There we
it
go.
maybe.
There we go. That wasn't too bad. Oh, wow. They really launched me forward there.
That final
Really launched me forward there.
He thought he could avoid his guilt by coming here.
You nice to me. Come on.
Why am I back here? Huh? I don't remember opening a tear to come back.
Very rude. Being very rude to me.
Who are you?
We'll get there. We will.
I think you'll figure that out soon enough.
Yeah, if you jump on it wrong, it likes to bounce you all over the place. There we go. All right. There we go. We should be good now. There's like an invisible wall we got to jump over. It can also... Oh, there we go. It can also be a little bit goofy, but we made it. We made it. Normally, you'd have to walk around all the way around this whole room and super slow, but we can skip past a bunch of that. That was pretty slow.
Are you?
I'm pretty sure it probably still saved time.
And how did you know exactly what to tell Atlas?
Right.
Let me ask you a question. You feeling like
Now we get to see some weird spoopy stuff that kind of doesn't make sense until they explain it, but it's one of those weird like M. Night Shyamalan twist things.
I see the doors. What's behind the doors? I can't see the future. I can't even see any tears.
And there it is, a dead you, a dead Elizabeth. And as I mentioned earlier, we're playing as Elizabeth, so you're looking at your own dead corpse there. So the idea is that she traveled to this reality from a different reality, and in this version of Rapture, she had already died. So, I guess according to the lore, like if you travel to a place where you've already died, like it messes with her benevolence. It's like a weird thing. Like a weird thing.
My finger. What am I?
So she doesn't have like godlike status
I don't
anymore.
understand.
If we're going to end up in the same place,
Here we go, see the Lutece twins. Another couple of my favorite NPCs from the BioShock series. They're a fun set of characters. I'm alive, but I'm dead. Yet paradoxes, exactly.
So was Newton, especially when it came to apples falling from trees. They always contrived to land with a splat. She left the child to rot.
Are you implying she's the apple?
I'm implying that she did not fall far from the tree.
And now she wants to go back.
I need to go back. To fix what I broke.
Back to where she has no right to be.
Back to where she doesn't belong.
Doesn't belong? Wait, what do you mean?
Do you want to tell her brother, or shall I?
Because I died.
There are rules.
Even for one such
There
as you.
are rules.
She'll forget.
All the doors.
And what's behind all the doors?
Post this on 14 and this is deep. Yeah, exactly.
Forgetting the past.
The present.
The future.
I'd wager she won't even remember this conversation.
It's funny.
We've arrived.
Let's get out of here. Come on, let's get. There we go. Wait for a little more dialogue, and eventually it'll let us move through this door.
I left Sally to rot. For what? So I could punish Comstock? He was trying to help her, to save her, and if I don't make that right...
We all have our crosses to bear.
But there is a thin line between a martyr and a fool.
Martyr and a fool. Alright. Here we go.
Lutece's warned me.
There's a cool out-of-bounds trick that you can do in this elevator. I'm not sure how useful it is in all collectibles. That's something I would like to test out someday. I'm pretty sure we can make use of it, but at this point, we don't take advantage of that trick. But what you can do, this is what we do in any percent. After you pull this lever, you hop up on top of that box, and you can crawl out of this area and do some out-of-bounds trickery. But as I say, for all collectibles, we don't worry about that. Just chill. Just chill and ride the elevator down.
Never going back to Paris. You're just what? You're just the fragments of my memory telling me what my future holds?
Well, at this point, we're going to sneak on over here. Oh, no, that was too early.
You knew what that meant. Only
Fine.
option as I see.
We can kind of get over here, and we can get out of this elevator a little early by sneaking through right now. There we go. When we're in here, we set the scroll button to jump. For some reason, when we're crouched like this, we move faster if we hop. So we just smash our head on the ceiling and hop through these tunnels to get maximum speed. That's one we'll do.
Just because your father
We're gonna come over here and be a little stealthy and hide here while this person comes over here. As soon as he turns the corner, we're gonna come and Give him a little melee. There we go. Look how sneaky we are. He definitely didn't see us there, even though we were standing right in front of him.
Simple enough. Just a 6-pin tumbler. But there's
Let's go. Let's go.
That could come in handy, though.
Yeah, there we go. Move through here, get our crossbow. We're just gonna run past all these fools.
Looks like the bolt delivers some kind of sleep agent. Probably phencyclidine or sodium thiopental. They had all kinds of books in my tower. How do you think I always knew what ammo to toss you?
Knowing ain't the same as being ready.
Why don't you ask Comstock how ready I was?
Your father's blood
flex.
runs in your veins.
Flex. Run on past these guys. We don't even care about them. I'm gonna come over here. Come over here and grab the pistol. Got it. Get on out of here. Okay. We're gonna go to... Let's go. Move on through here and do some collectings.
That's the name you had me tell Atlas. Huh.
I don't follow.
Use our little skyhook to open up this door.
Taken over the Silverfin restaurant.
This door opens up super slow.
That's where the tear was that I used when I first
There's plenty of time
came
for this dialogue.
Before this place was turned into a prison.
But the first time you came to Rapture was in 1960 with Booker, when you drowned some.
Over a year from now.
Over a year from now.
That's right. When I could see all the doors, it all made sense. But now
there's a lockpick and an audio log that we're gonna get in this room.
You're bleeding.
You're bleeding.
Now I know what it feels like. All right. If we're gonna find Suchong, the Silverfin is the place to start.
Meet Chris, where sexuality knows no boundaries. Alright.
I was here as well.
Our lockpicks.
Right after I came through, I needed...
And where's our audio
something to wear
log?
that
Somewhere.
was a
Oh
little
my
more
gosh.
Sure appropriate.
Am I derping out? Right up on this thing? Did I not find it? It's hiding somewhere here. Oh my goodness, I'm having a little bit of a brain fart. Oh, there it is. Goodness, that was rough. Forgot where that little audio log was hidden. All right, there we go. We're gonna come over here. Grab that. There we go. Come around here. Get our peeping Tom plasmid and get out of here. Oh, pardon me, guys. Pardon me.
Use this plasmid and see them through the cracks. Worst comes to worst, turn completely invisible and get the drop on them.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Now we're gonna get our possession. Our possession plasmid vigor thing. I think they're called vigors. They're plasmids in the OG BioShock, but vigor is in the BioShock Infinite universe.
What was that?
Bye. They're doing some damage to me. I might have to heal up. I don't have any health packs. I'll just have to make sure I don't get hit.
And now,
You're just like everyone else.
I should be fine. I should be fine.
why? Because I died here? If I'm just like everyone else, I can't help Sally. I can't even get back to where I was.
If you don't mind me asking, love, why are you
Just don't die.
talking to nobody?
That's some excellent advice,
I
honestly.
pegged you for a loon. I might have a
That's the
second
plan.
thought on our arrangement.
I'll
That's
hold
the
up
plan.
my end, but I better find the girl the way I left her.
You're in no position to
Try
make
going
demands.
fast.
But I must confess, I do like a bit of sass.
You like a
in
bit
a
of
lass.
sass in the last. We all, Atlas. We all. Alright, come up here and grab our possession. Excellent, got it. Now we're just gonna do some moving. We're just gonna
It's him.
move all over.
The one that killed me.
You can't trade blows with him.
Comstock put him down and he got right.
We get a little bit of double dialogue.
Oh, I can't
They're not used to us moving this
I can
fast.
keep my distance, but if I watch myself, he could come in handy. Enemy of my enemy. Well, seems like central heating came from this room.
So,
it would
we're on our way to
stand
go
reason
talk
that
with
the dump
Suchong.
should go to Suchong's.
We're gonna go in his little area and help him repair a device that's gonna send us back to Columbia. So we're gonna travel to Columbia for a little bit of this run. We gotta take care of some stuff in Rapture here
wasn't
first.
Exactly a master of subterfuge.
We'll do some more head smashing as we travel through these vents. Bonk, 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 bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk. Concuss, concuss. Smash, smash, smash. I just like to imagine she's just absolutely obliterating the top of her skull by hopping around. There we go. Okay. We'll hit this.
Suchong was opening tears. Look,
Go interact with that, and we'll come over and grab some weapons. There we go.
Sharing secrets.
We'll grab that.
Why did I need to come here? What does this have to do with Sally?
Get some loot. We got a little timer before the next little sequence happens, so we can collect some loot here and there. The doors were shut. There's a log, an audio log up here somewhere. There it is.
If it can make a city float,
it can make a prison rise.
I can't open tears, but we could use this device to go to Columbia and find a particle. But it's been vandalized.
You'll fix
It's been vandalized.
You know, my tower didn't come stocked with the loot test device.
Go fix it.
You will fix it.
Yeah, I'll just...
Elizabeth, you will fix it.
Okay. Okay, there must be some information around here.
There is. Right here. There it is. Okay.
These are elements.
So after this little cutscene, we do some cool out-of-bounds stuff. This DLC has, like, a fair amount of out-of-bounds action.
If we assume hydrogen is A.
So we'll see what we're gonna do a little bit of hopping on top of a door and do some out-of-bounds movement after this. It's pretty nifty. Pretty nifty.
Looks like a punch list for things.
Just get world record. It's easy. Yeah, right? All you gotta do is just go fast and not make mistakes. Honestly.
On the topic of it being easy for chat to donate, Zopney has decided to lead by example. We have $1 from Zopney, who says, "Speed donations, Kappa." And I believe that was in reference to earlier when we were saying get some donations in quickly. I was slow to read that one, unfortunately.
Nice.
Time to find those parts.
Okay, so this is kind of weird. A little bit of out-of-bounds action. We have to, like, hop into this door as it's closing. Oh, didn't like that. Try it again. There we go. Gotta do a little strafe jump. Be good to me. Oh, I almost had it. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Be nice to me, game.
Atlas, you there? I need a favor.
A favor? I don't suppose you've conjured up the miracle
Be nice to me, Dora.
I'm working on it. I'm gonna need some Old Man Winter.
You might try where they
Very rude to you. Very rude to me. Try again.
Old Man Winter
We'll get
the only thing keeps their batteries from bursting into flames after 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Rude doors.
But it's the last favor you'll
Usually it doesn't give me this much trouble, but you know, that's like pretty classic marathon luck stuff. All right, here we go. We're gonna jump over here, do some out of bounds action. We're gonna jump right. I think it should be right here. There we go. Got it. Got it. We just get past stuff. We just get past stuff and things and get into this little area.
I suppose you'd be Suchong. Save your ammunition, your device.
Just make up an hour and a quarter of scheduled bleed. Right. just read donuts
faster.
faster.
I intend to fix your device.
All the trolls. All the
Unless
trolls.
you plan on coming down here and doing it yourself.
It's not prudent for Suchong to return to lab.
Suchong's a fun character. He's okay.
Broke your code,
He's alright. He's not the highlight of this
We'll
DLC.
see what your creation can do.
1216.
Your birthday.
1216.
Fix machine.
How'd you know that?
Never underestimate.
There we go. Now we are gonna go to test drive, which is right over here. Go to test drive and get some things. Logs 7 and 8. Right down here.
Yeah?
Atlas sent me here for some Old Man Winter.
You haven't been around here long, have you?
Yeah, so we're helping, as I said, we're helping Suchong repair his little device that's going to send us to Columbia. So we got to go collect a few components. One of them we'll get in this room. But we'll collect our audio logs first. Here's that, and then we got to come over here and get this.
Looks like someone's been decrypting a code. We've confirmed completion of the ace in the hole. Suchong has it, but unlikely to give it up easily. We'll update when we know more.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Turn around and grab a little lockpick here. There we go. Let me get our old man winner. There we go. I can do this. Oh no! If you creep up to this thing just right, you can grab this cathode tube without triggering that little cutscene. Wasn't fast enough apparently. There we go. Bye. Bye. All right. Could be a log right up here. Got it. There we go. Bye. All right. We're out of here. We're out of here. What are we getting? A code? I think there's a code book up in this area. Nice.
Another coded message.
Okay.
Attempt to retrieve ace in the hole from Suchong unsuccessful. Ryan Private Security killed.
Sometimes you'll get here and you'll have aggro from enemies outside the area and you'll have to like go hunt them down and kill them, but we're able to do it without them giving us too hard of a time, which is nice. Okay. Now we are going to this area. We're gonna grab some lockpicks on our way over here.
Where there's bathyspheres, there's bound to be CO2 scrubbers.
Why is that?
If you don't remove the carbon dioxide from the air supply in a submersible, stuff.
You okay?
Wait for this elevator ride, and then we'll go collect some more supplies.
Everything. That will happen, and now I only see darkness.
You sent yourself here for a reason.
Sent yourself here for a
That's what you
reason.
want to call it.
This Atlas. I'm gonna have to kill him. Either that or he'll kill
And
me.
after we get the quick save in the top right corner, we can do like a quick restart, checkpoint restart, and to like
I'm not
skip
even
a
me
little bit of
no tears, no omniscience, or
waiting. It
whatever
saves
you
probably
wanna
like a
call it.
second or two, maybe.
Just a whole lot of book learning. And a handful of lockpicks.
Here it is. We will just restart checkpoint. Yes. It just lets us escape out of the elevator immediately instead of waiting for it to like get to the bottom. There we are. Got it.
There. The Stingray. Submersible time of 90 minutes. That's our girl.
Our girl. Alright.
All the way up there.
Grease monkeys had to get it up there.
Long area.
Just gotta find the
I'm
controls.
gonna get up. There. That. Then we're gonna come in here. It's a sink. Get that. Got it. And we are gonna go over here. And there's going to be a audio diary on the shelf, and we get a code in the room after that. Here we go. Got it. Got it.
Scientist unknown. Ryan presumes she's dead, but our guess is she's gone underground with her little sisters. Options on obtaining
It's a lot of noise. This turret is just trying to blast away at us the whole time. Luckily, we don't take damage during that little sequence. Alright, we'll grab our radar range. We'll hit this. It's gonna be 9:51 to get out of this door.
Come here, baby. I ain't sore.
There we go. Now we got that. Oops. Come on. Let's hook. There we go. We get our thing. Got it. And we can get out of here. Got it. Let's go.
Got it.
Let's get out of here. Okay.
That was the last of it.
So that's all the supplies that we need to help him fix his machine. So now we're going to head back to Suchong's little area, repair the device, and head on over to Columbia. That is the plan. I think there is one or two things that, yeah, there's like one thing to collect before we actually get there.
I truly hope you are happy living down here.
I truly hope you are happy living down here.
Or maybe you think Andrew Ryan is going to ride to your rescue.
Fair enough. But remember, There are fast ways to harvest little sisters, and some
Very slow ones. Let's go. There. Jump up on top of this thing and oh, okay, neat. Hopefully they leave me alone. I was supposed to be able to sneak into this area. I don't think it worked. I don't think it worked the way I wanted it to. Where are you hiding? Where are you hiding, little thing? Over here. There it is. Yep, now I'm in combat. Oh, no, there we go.
Atlas,
Was able to escape combat.
Ryan knows something's up.
There we go.
Sending men to investigate the department store.
Got it. All right, now we're going to head back and repair the device.
Lounge and prepare for a siege.
Hmm.
Looks like there's something in the Manta Ray Lounge worth investigating.
Indeed, indeed. Let's go investigate it. Well, nope, I want to go this way. You guys leave me alone, please. Thank you. Pardon me. Wow. You're getting all up in my way. All up in my way.
Push me, I push right back.
Cool that thing down, place that thing there, place that thing there, nice and repaired. Just gotta wait for them to let us pull this.
It'll do.
It'll do.
There. Everything's fixed.
Everything is
You're ready.
fixed.
Let's fire it up and see. What did I tell you?
Go to Columbia. Come on now. Any second. There it is. Right. Here we go.
Booker. Look. You're on the First Lady.
Hit that.
It can't be this easy. The First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system, just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particle seated at the top of the structure must be up that lift. Perfect.
Go up here and collect a thing.
Just afloat in
Collect the thing up here and move on.
Comstock never heard of hydrogen.
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from a Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't on board.
So this thing helps, like this thing we're collecting is what helps everything float up here in Columbia, and we're gonna collect this and use it to help lift the building that we're stuck in Rapture. So like I say, the building that we're stuck in Rapture got sunk to the bottom of the sea. So we're grabbing this little thing to help make it float back up to the surface so that these guys can escape their little prison. That's the whole idea of coming here to grab that thing. So we grabbed it. We're ready to head back to Rapture to help rise that building up out of the water. But Suchong is going to block us. He wants us to go collect a hair sample for him, so we can do some more. We can do some more tests. So he won't let us back into the Rapture until we take care of an errand for him.
Lock of hair.
Lock of hair.
Not your hair straight. Think has a secret lab. Mothballed, forgotten.
Mothballed.
In there, hair sample. In jar. Cannot miss it. You get for Sutra.
Everybody friends.
Where's his lab?
Closed off, past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you fine.
There we go.
That one coming.
We get this vigor right here. And we are going to walk right through this wall. Normally there'd be like a whole thing that we'd have to travel through, but we can just get past all this.
The other you and I are probably inside.
Almost drop this right off the edge. Come on, there we go.
On our way up to the First Lady.
And what happens if we run into ourselves? How do you know that?
Because we didn't.
Because we didn't. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Come over here. That log and get out of here. It'll let us jump back onto this thing sooner rather than later. Come on, let's hook up onto it. Come on now. There we go. Here we go. head on into Fink's little area here. Hi. Is it right over here we're supposed to go? Is this right? This is right. Okay. That door to open. Have this.
What's that thing you just picked up?
My guess is that it has something to do with that giant clock out there. And that clock has something to do with opening the door to Fink's lab.
Now we can turn this little thing here.
Sort of. Looks like the mechanism unlocks certain activities when Fink gives his blessing.
So what? We're stuck waiting for the cuckoo to go off?
Wait for this little thing. We're going to turn this clock, and this is like a locking mechanism so we can unlock these other doors. The first door that it unlocks, we don't even need to worry about it. There's nothing in there for us. Aye. We'll go right on over here to Leisure, and there's going to be a log waiting for us. Right there. Boop. Got it. Come over and hit this thing one more time. Head downstairs.
Good. Now to get that idiot his lock of hair.
Kind of a cool sequence where we like meet up with our old selves. We're like traveling back to Columbia at the same time that the original Booker and Elizabeth are in Columbia, so we get to see them, but they don't see us. So we skip past like a bunch of dialogue, like a whole cutscene of Daisy Fitzroy. She's one of the NPCs from BioShock Infinite. She's like kind of one of the,
I miss you.
I don't know, bad guy, kind of a bad guy. They really changed her character in this DLC, in the little cutscene that we ended up skipping, and I am not a fan of the way they changed her. I think they made her a worse character. So I'm glad we skipped that part.
I think Booker would miss you.
Let's go. Alright. Hi, guy. Bye. Oops, let me hop over this. Come on now. There we go. That took longer than I would have cared for. Alright, so there's going to be a log right up here somewhere. There it is. Got that. Handyman lab. Alright, so we are going to go. Yep. Leave. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Let me go back. Let me go back there. Bye. I'm going the wrong way. Oops, sorry, I'm derping out a little bit here, guys. There we go. So I can jump back up there. Oh, it's being really slow for me. Oh, there we go. Oh, nope. Alright. Let's go the long way, then. We'll go the long way. Took a wrong turn. It's fine. We'll make our way back up there. We'll make our way back up there. I believe I'm supposed to go right down here, if I remember correctly. Right over here. There we go. Yep, this is where I was supposed to go. That'll be a time loss, dear. Not any huge deal, to be honest. Okay, so we just need to collect an audio diary, which is right over in this next room. I believe it's right there. There it is. I think that's all we need from this little area. Yes. Out of my way, boxes. Let's get back out of here. We're done with this little spot. Easy. Easy. Yeah, I was getting a little ahead of myself earlier. Now we need to go down to the bottom floor. There's going to be a log right there. And now we just go and grab our hair sample, which is this away. I was getting a little ahead of myself. A second ago.
Set me up to kill her. To turn me into what?
You have to collect a hair sample of Elizabeth, so we're collecting our own hair sample, but that we don't realize that's what Suchong wanted from us. You could have avoided this whole area by just giving Suchong his hair sample right away, but we didn't know that was what he actually wanted.
Seems like Fink and Suchong were sharing their research.
Like the Lutesses. Cross-reality collaboration.
Let's get past all this stuff. Just move past all these things. These are like some test chambers. There's some cool like sequences if you take the time to watch it in a casual run, but it doesn't do a whole lot for us in an all collectibles run.
Fink couldn't get them to imprint, so I left them to die. Imprinting failed. That can't be right.
That can't be right.
Formed a connection between Songbird and me.
How?
I was so young. I always remember him just being there.
A little more head smashing here.
Prototype or something.
And cuss ourselves.
Doesn't matter.
Oh. Alright, this projector, and then we just got a little bit of a timer before we can move on. We just gotta wait for this little movie reel to go.
Booker. Little girl.
Come on, let me hop up on top of this chair.
It's me.
There we go.
My God.
You just sit on top of the projector and watch our little movie.
He'd crashed into the tower. I guess he was in some sort of fight. I waited.
Songbird's kind of a cool character in the BioShock game. I was like really disappointed that we never actually had a chance to fight him as a boss. I think Songbird would have been an amazing boss to fight. But instead you get to use him as like a little sidekick at the very end of BioShock, which is also a pretty rad sequence, but he would have made a great bad guy to fight. Would have made a really good bad guy.
I will never escape it. Exploiting me, Comstock, you, Sally. It's like a wheel of blood spinning round and round.
A wheel of blood. That sounds messy. That sounds very messy.
This must be the genetic sample Suchong wanted.
Now that we got our little hair sample, we can kind of make our way out of Columbia here. We can make our way out of Columbia. Oops, there we go.
But to him, all the answers lie in DNA. Then, like Suchong,
all the answers lie in DNA.
For a pound of science.
See if anything's worth reappropriating. Check for stragglers. Spread out.
We're gonna take a little detour and go over here to collect an audio log. Now that this door is open, since we just unlocked everything. Got it. And we'll double back and make our way on out of here. Got it. Hopefully this jump can be a little goofy. Hopefully it's nice to us. If it's being nice to us. Yep. Oh, nope. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. If we jump just right, it'll like have us jump up to the level above us and we can exit out of here a little faster, but it's deciding to be kind of a jerk, which is whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Okay.
Do you think Daisy really even had a choice?
What do you mean?
Right about now, I'm planting a pair of scissors in her back to protect a child she was never going to harm. She chose to die for her revolution.
Chose to die for her revolution.
For all the endless worlds, all the infinite possibilities. Did I ever even have a choice? Did you?
Yeah. Booker thought he did.
Look where it got us. Right back where we started.
Alright. Now we can get out of here.
All these infinite universes. And yet we end up just going down the same paths.
I don't take your meaning.
My father sold me to settle a murder. Comstock locked me up in a tower.
Excellent.
I
Let's go.
sold Sally For what? Revenge? To prove a point?
And yet, here you are.
There should be an audio. There you go. Audio diary right there. Jump up here. Let me hook. Come on now. Come on now. There we go.
Justice coming back here was up to you.
Grab this audio diary. Now we're ready to get out of here. Now we're ready to get out of here.
I'm not gonna break.
It's our hair sample, so Su Chong will let us out of here.
Deal is deal.
Deal is deal. So as soon as we get here, we're going to restart the checkpoint. We need to be able to do a strafe jump, like be able to strafe mid jump, and it won't, for some reason your movement is like kind of goofy and messed up when you get back to this area. But if you restart the checkpoint, then it corrects itself, and now I can strafe jump.
Bloodshed, violence, but not relevant to our arrangement.
There we go. Give me this hair sample. Allie's got that. Now, so there's this whole fight sequence that takes place here after all this dialogue, but we can skip it all by going out of bounds in the same place that we went out of bounds earlier. Hopefully it'll be a little kinder to me this time.
Uninvited.
Not that way. That is not the way.
And I do not remember inviting you into my city.
I had a deal with Su Chong.
Su Chong is my employee. It was not a deal he was authorized to make.
What do you want?
I granted Atlas and his thugs.
Being rude to me. Alright, come on now.
You serve those same men in a desire to escape from my generosity.
Got it.
If they shall not have asylum.
There we go. Do some more out of bounds. Now we hopped right down there the first time we went out of bounds. We're gonna go slightly different here. Oh! I goofed it up. No, there we go. I did it right. I thought I messed that up for a second. I was gonna be very sad, but we're good. Okay. Oh, actually, I think there is. I already got the collectible that I need from here. We're good. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out of here. Let's go. Let's move. I need to make my way to the Manta Ray Lounge, which is right over there. Come on, let's go. Let's rock and roll. Little audio log right on the ground here that we collect. Got it. And we can move right over here. Move over this way. Pick this lock when we get a chance. Let's go. Got it. There's gonna be another log in here. Very rude, guys. Please stop shooting me. Wait, where is this log? Where is it? There it is. There it is. Somewhere right around here. We're gonna. Oh. I guess I gotta go the long. I must have missed the lockpick somewhere. That's alright. We'll go the long way. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. We'll go around. I must have accidentally not picked up one of the lockpicks somewhere along this run. Hi. We gotta hit all these little bottles here, and it opens up a secret room. There we go. All we need here is that little log right there, and we can get out of here. Bye! Bye, guys. I don't need to worry about you. You guys are just nuisances. Alright. Wait for this elevator ride, then we get to interact with, one more thing. And then we have, an actual 10-minute cutscene right at the end of the run, which is awesome.
I sent myself here for a reason.
Which is awesome.
And who exactly are you speaking to?
Who exactly are you speaking to?
If I were less acquainted with the vicissitudes of genius, I suspect I would question your sanity. I know so little of you, but I imagine the more I learned, the more exceptional I would find you.
The more exceptional I would find you.
Will betray you.
And what are you? My best friend?
You're one of a kind in this world, or others. And now, your misguided sense of altruism sends you to your doom. It's like watching Isaac Newton die in a house fire. A vain attempt to save his cat.
Alright, as I said, kind of the main idea here is we're trying to make this building float. So we captured one of the floaty things from Columbia. We're going to put it on the ceiling right there, and it'll cause this whole building to rise up.
The particle in that junction, activate it, and the whole structure should rise.
All right, now we have a 10-minute cutscene, so we can just hang here and chill. This is actually like a really cool cutscene part of it. Like once we come to and Atlas starts doing his little monologue, it's cool, but it's also like cringy. It's tough to watch, and you'll see why. But if you have any donations or anything you want to say, now is a good time. Like I say, we got a very long cutscene going on.
I feel like I was just activated as a sleeper agent when you said the word donations. It just like sprung me up in my chair straight back to life.
That's the trigger word.
We don't have any, but it's nice to know I'm on the ball should we have any. I'll keep you updated on the bid wars. Bulbasaur is currently leading the Pokemon Sword Shield Pokemon Choice bid war by $1 over Squirtle. So if you're a Squirtle fan, $2. That's all you need, and then you'll be leading. And if you donate $2 towards Squirtle, the total donated towards Squirtle will be exactly $69, which I think is pretty nice. And then we've also got our Metroid Prime Hunters incentive to showcase the first hunt run. We are currently at 28 out of $150. We were at 1 when I started my shift today, so we've made some good progress on that. Still another 12 hours before it closes. But let's keep getting some donations in for that. We're currently $92 away from the 1,000 mark. I think we can hit that within the next few hours.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, just a reminder to everyone that we are raising money in support of LEAD. If you type !donate in the chat, as Zopney has just done, thank you very much, Zopney, then you will be able to get the link to the Teltify page, which will enable you to donate to our marathon. You can put them towards either the bid war or the incentive that I just named, and it's all for a great cause. LEAD is a substance use prevention organisation that believes young people are capable of making good decisions, and they aim to significantly reduce drinking, drug use, and other risky behaviour by youth, while working simultaneously to eliminate the root causes of these issues in the future. If you would like to learn more, then go to linkingefforts.com, or you can type !charity in the chat, and it should provide you with a link that you can follow.
Nothing.
Right on.
I don't even know what an ace in the hole is.
So, these DLCs end up sort of wrapping up as sort of a prequel to the original BioShock game in a way. It's sort of like, I think the idea with Burial at Sea episode 1 and 2 is that it was supposed to like neatly wrap like BioShock Infinite and the original BioShock games together, like to make them more connected as one whole plot, one whole story. So we're helping Atlas figure out the trigger word that helps him summon Jack from the original BioShock. That's kind of neat. And there's also like a little bit of foreshadowing earlier on in the run. I don't know if you guys recall, right at the beginning of the run, Elizabeth was sort of like hallucinating before she came to, and we ended up passing a sign that it was like a big billboard showing somebody getting a lobotomy, and that's sort of some foreshadowing to this part of the game right here. This cutscene is like super cool, super badass, but also can be like kind of tough to watch. I feel like they do a really good job of making this part like uncomfortable.
I'd tend to your own knitting if I were you. Now, darling. Being that you were Su Chong's lab assistant and all, why not tell me where me ace in the hole went to?
I don't know.
As I said, I'm no doctor. But that doesn't mean I don't find the field fascinating. I keep up on all the medical journals and the like.
I hope you have someone to help you with all the big words.
You know what part of the brain free will comes from? Stubbornness? The prefrontal lobe. Now, I think it's fair to say you're a bit of a stubborn one, are you not? A man named Steinman taught me this. He's a bit of a lunatic, but a fine surgeon. He calls this little trick a transorbital lobotomy. Take hold of her, lads.
You're wasting your
Now,
time.
If you won't remain still, I can't be held responsible for what comes next. Here we go. You feel that? I'm moving the pick across your eyeball, up still now, and resting it on your skull. There's about a bit over 1/4 of an inch of bone between the pick and your prefrontal lobe. And that's where this little fella comes in.
I don't...
It was just a wee tap. But I don't expect it'll take more than a few of those to reach the meat. And then we might...
How much longer have we got with this cutscene?
About 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Boy, this is a long one then. Okay, I'll plug a few more things while we wait. Shall I?
Sure. Yep.
Okay. Speed Stuff for Charity is a speedrun marathon team dedicated to annually raising money for charities. We've raised over $6,000 in our 6 years doing marathons, and we plan on doing this for as long as there's interest. We've previously benefited St. Jude's, Doctors Without Borders, and the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. There are a number of chat commands that you guys can use. For example, Zopni just did the ! donate command, which I think has an alias of !D, you can see there. You can type !charity to find out more about the work that Lead does. You can type !schedule to have a look at what runs are coming up a little bit later. And you can type !social to get a link to our Twitter, YouTube, and Discord. I don't know, I was going to say pages, but I guess Discord's more of a server, so... But you can, you can join the Discord server, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, you can follow us on Twitter, and keep up to date with everything that's going on. Our social media team has been working very, very hard, especially for this marathon. We've got a good few people working on it, and you can pay them back by going and following on Twitter and, liking and retweeting the stuff that they're posting over there.
So yeah, long cutscene here. And like, honestly, the funny part is like after this cutscene, there's like a few minutes left of the run, so you get this huge cutscene like right before the run finishes, which is kind of a really annoying spot for a huge cutscene to exist. Although I don't know if it's worse to have a big long cutscene like this at the beginning of a run or at the end of the run, because like at this point, if you're like I'm not going to beat my PB, you can just skip this whole thing. Whereas if you have a big long cutscene at the beginning of a run, you sort of just have to watch it because you don't know how the run's going to go. You know what I mean? So
is the end game particularly difficult?
No, it's just walking through a hallway and collecting a couple things. So there's like, yeah, you know how your run is going unless you're like seconds away from a PB. Like you pretty much know how it's going to be at this point of the run. So I guess if I had to choose, I would rather have one at the end of the game.
I feel like that's better than if you have a like in Super Mario Sunshine, you have like a 10-minute cutscene right at the beginning.
That's the one I was thinking of.
And then you have to reset 2 minutes later and watch the whole thing for another 10 minutes.
Yeah, that would be rough.
I think I prefer this personally, when you kind of know that you're going to PB or not.
Yep. You can just call and say we don't even need to bother with it. Oh, hi, little sister. What are we? I think we're about 30 seconds away from the end of this cutscene. Thank goodness.
Suchong's clinic. It's at Suchong's clinic.
I think. Give or take some time.
Now. Ryan's got every turret in the place tuned to me and me man's genetic code. We'd be torn to shreds before we got 10 feet.
That's right. Which is why I'm gonna do it for you. You okay with that?
Get me the ace. I'll wrap the brat in a silk ribbon.
I'll wrap the brat in a
and
silk
bring
ribbon.
To my bathysphere.
All right.
lads will show you how to get inside.
Just kick you to the ground. They could just let you go, but they have to obviously have to kick you and knock you down because that's the type of people they are. Okay, so there's a audio diary in the locker right here. Got that. And there's just one more audio diary after we help take care of this big daddy here. We're gonna try to move him, but we can't move him quite yet, so we have to, I think we have to go like help repair him or something like that. Mr. Monster is mean.
Stay away from him. He's scary.
Look, it's okay. He can't hurt anyone. Can you move?
Oh, he mad. He mad. Okay, all right.
Can you just move a little bit for me? Don't. I don't know how to help you. I don't. No, he's
scary.
He's just hurt. He just needs somebody to figure out how to fix him. Maybe there's some. I don't know. Is there some documentation for him around here or something?
Those little sisters don't know nothing. You're asking the wrong people. But yes, there's also some documentation. I think we got to collect 2 little pieces of documents, if I remember correctly. There's one. Decode this.
Big Daddy will not imprint. If not imprint, what good is he to little sister? She no like him. He no like her. Situation is impasse. Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. And the other one's right over here. I like how they shine bright lights on it. Like, hey, here's the thing that you're looking for. They make it pretty obvious.
Stupid beast had half brain. They would realize they need little sister to live. Sisters secrete only kind of atom that is genetic match for them. No little sister.
No Big Daddy.
Daddy.
Cool. Cool. All right. We got all the documents we need. Back. Wow.
Scary, 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 scary.
I've got to do something.
Big monster sick.
It's okay. It's okay.
Big monster
please.
sick.
I don't know how to help him. He needs Adam. I don't have any of that. I don't know what to do.
Going to die. Not fair. We can help.
Ow. That is a kind of a lot of blood just draw out that quickly. Like that's that's like 20 ounces of blood there. It looks like it's a small little creature, a small little child. Out of my way, Big Daddy. Please move. I need to get on through here. You are in my way. Bye. Yeah.
Lion with the thorn in its paw.
And there we go. We're gonna get our last audio diary, which is right over here. There it is. Got it. Now we just gotta kind of progress and finish the game here. Push the button. All right. We have probably about a couple minutes left, and then we'll be at the end of the game here.
I can't seem to get the damn Big Daddies to imprint on the little brats. The protection bond is just another forming.
And this is a really cool part. Okay, so this is an actual place in the original BioShock. Like, you enter this area in BioShock, and it's cool to see it recreated pretty much like exactly how it's supposed to be. This is Lot 192, and that's like an important thing that we collect in BioShock 1. And like you see the aftermath of this scene in the original BioShock as well. It's kind of a really cool like thing that they tied together. And that's like an audio diary that you pick up in BioShock 1. You can't pick it up here. Like, it's there, but you can't pick it up. But it's kind of just cool that they... Alright, fine, we'll go around. It's kind of cool that they put that there. It's a neat little like, tie-in Easter egg type thing.
I can't leave without the ace.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I gotta go get the ace. Oh, that's right. There is a thing I actually need to grab in here. That. Oops. Dirt. Derp.
This is it.
If I remember correctly, that photo that you're seeing there, I think that's one of the developers' parents. If I remember reading about that. It was kind of a cool little Easter egg. Don't quote me on that, but I think that might be right. Okay. Now we gotta go up and talk to Atlas there, and once we talk with Atlas, that's the end of the run here. So it takes a second when we approach him. Like, it takes a second before it lets us actually hit the button that interacts with him. But once we press F, that'll be it.
Do you have it?
So it's probably like 5 or 10 seconds here.
I'm keen to get this brat off me hands.
Say like 5, 4, there, 3, 2, 1. There you go. That's the timer. And that's the end of the run. All right, so all things considered, that was okay. Like, there's some optimization that can be done in this run, but I was only 17.8 seconds behind my PB, and there were, like, I had a little bit of difficulty with some of the out of bounds sections and some areas here and there where I kind of derped around. So
that's
with a little bit of improvement,
really
I could easily beat my time. But all in all, not too bad, not too shabby.
Congratulations, that was excellent. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, that's. I'll go ahead and let the end of the game, the cutscene, run out, and you can transition on over to the next runner. I believe we got some Mega Man coming up, if I remember correctly.
It is Final Fantasy and then Mega Man afterwards.
That's right, Final Fantasy VII. So I'm pretty hyped about both of those runs because I gotta say the lineup, the game list is pretty fantastic for this whole marathon. We got some quality stuff going on, so I'm looking forward to watching these next 2 runs, and then I'll be back after that with some BioShock 2 all collectibles. But like I say, I'll sit back and let you guys do your thing.